Okay, picture, if you will, uh, right at the point that there's daylight savings time, I have this epiphany of an act and action that happens to me to such a degree that the end result uh, ended up being twofold. One was upon trying to get some sleep after the time change and everything, I woke up drastically coughing and hard to breathe and paranoid. I mean, to the point where I almost had a panic attack as to the mere fact that, well, here I am alone at my home going through what could be a medical emergency. Well, at least my body alerted me to being so, to such a degree that here I am trying to breathe. And the main reason for that is because I smoke cigarettes. And not that that's a problem, but the problem is that because I'm so introverted at the present moment, and when I have less to do with myself, I get online and I smoke cigarettes, and I will light them and I'll put them down and I'll do everything else on there. I've got 5, 6, 10, 15 windows up at any given time going all the way around the World Wide Web. And I realized that that change in my life for the past several years has caused a certain uh, reality that now uh, comes to my attention enough to actually admit it online in front of everybody else. Hi, my name is Alpha Master Pimp Sir Easy. Uh, Who'da Thunk It? Pope Pimp, Hafiz Harris. And I'm more addicted to the internet than I am to smoking. Therefore lies a very interesting conundrum because in my older age, one of the problems that us older people hate more than anything else is that, well, uh, we dreamed about a lot of the changes that have now happened, quite early in our lives. Uh, used to love getting the Sunday paper and looking at it and seeing Dick Tracy and watching him talk on his watch and or watching Star Trek where they would say, Scotty, beam me up. And at a certain point that all of our fantasies came into existence, we latched on to it like, wow, finally got it. I mean, if this would have been a Jetsons, we would still have our hover cars. Uh, but I got a flip phone, and uh, here I am making this video because, well, I don't have much to do with myself right this quick second, enough to be productive enough to lay down something on video. So here it goes. Um, my DSL went out, and that sucks to high hell for a person who doesn't really have a whole lot of personal one-to-one physical friends in the same environment because they have lots of them online that they've been uh, connected with. And had I had a smartphone, I would have been able to get a hotspot and continue to use my laptop because I like my laptop. I don't really like the thought of having a laptop in my hand, but I'm sitting here as an over 50 grown ass man admitting that, well, one of my greatest fears was, being too locked in all the time into the internet. And so I didn't want to get a smartphone, and here I am going through withdrawal because I wish I had a smartphone. So, but then that's another change that I have yet to accomplish. That a lot of people today are going, wow, I'm looking at, hey, dude, check this out on my iPhone or on my smartphone. All around the world, you can get it in translations of different languages, all saying, hey, can you believe it? There's somebody actually talking about, you know, the feeling of tuning out, of disconnecting, of tuning out, of not being connected to. You know, like back in the days, 20, 30, 40 years ago, when we didn't have anything but radio. And yet and still we had these the same lives that now we're trying to attach to the same semblance that existed back in the day of not even having radio. And for the first time in our evolution on this earth, we're stuck with this kind of wow. And I'm stuck with this kind of wow. Because now uh I get to do some things that normally I wouldn't do because I was spending too much time online with you, entertaining you as you entertained me as I sat and lit cigarettes and paid attention to all the people that would say, hey, pay attention to me too. Hey, nice post. Ooh, I like your thing. And what I miss most of all is the actual human touch, the actually meeting people. I initially got online so that I could meet other people from around the world, and with the impression or the expectation that hopefully, or if we connect to a certain degree, then we should meet at some point in our lives. Because hey, nice to meet you. And here I am in Washington D.C. I've been here for since after 9/11, and well, this has been, actually polled at maybe the fifth unfriendliest city in the country. you know, and I realize why. It's not because, people are just cold to each other, but it's because, well, there's certain levels of mental or spiritual or cultural well, you know the word, the people just can't relate to. I just don't like those people. I don't like those people. They don't like you, and I don't like you either. I don't want to have to talk in ebonics, or why can't you spell words correctly? You know what? Who is your parents? Where'd you come from? What's your bloodline, your DNA? Are you a member of the society? Just want to know if you're there or not, and blah 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 blah. And here we are, um and I'm just getting this off of my chest as to why I'm sitting here trying to do my best to be productive, because I'm really stuck not being connected to the internet, to all of those couple of hundred to a couple of thousand friends that I enjoy on a day-to-day, hour to basis of tuning in and getting in touch with for no apparent reason whatsoever. For me, it's more complicated because, well, I've always been accustomed to just using my laptop. I didn't want to walk around with a laptop all outside and everything. There's no reason to be doing all that when you got a smartphone. Don't have a smartphone, got a flip phone. So here I am going through withdrawal. This is what it looks like when old people like myself find out that, what, we're going to have to get into the new age of technology. And it also means we're going to have to pay that extra amount to get all of the gigabytes and witchamites that is needed in order for us to actually stay connected, uh, while we do everything else in our lives that is expected of us. For me, that comes with the challenge of getting offline and getting more productive in my own personal space, and stop trying to act like I need to sit down, light cigarettes, and let them burn while I sit here online and go through all of this other bullshit that now fits into the reason why we exist in 2014 and beyond. With all that being said, if any of this gets into your head, feel free to uh, donate a small portion of whatever you feel is respectful enough to my site. I'll give it to you at some point in time on my page, where you can send a small token of appreciation for spending this last 10 minutes with me. And I am Amp Sir Easy Active Dominant Trainer, sadist, grown ass man, upper metaphysical, philosophical, black hippie, and some more shit. And I wish I had my internet, man.